It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. And it's all up next.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of... Under clear, sunny skies, we are ready for football. And away we go from Lumen Field. Return starts at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. They're brought out by one of the team's youngest and brightest in his first season out of Clemson.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. But let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you could see some of those nerves slipping through.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, it's Miller. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Here's Watson to the air. His first throw is an interception. And the Seahawks force the turnover on the first series of this game. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
On play action now, Wilson. His first throw is an interception. And the Texans are stopped and are going to have the football out beyond their own 30. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
Now, I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to him. He cuts it to the right sideline. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. Running once more with Miller. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
And he got what he could there, only to the 14. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It's a gain of 4. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Another carry for him. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. One of the tight ends motioning left. Back-to-back carries here. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. D. Eskridge to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. And time to hit a quick reset here, partner, after they find themselves behind following that opening drive INT.
Yeah, you say reset, I say Control-Alt-Delete. Pretend like it didn't even happen. You got to flush it in a hurry.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense to the line for second down. Wilson now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's going to be Texans football. Handoff here for Miller. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the returns so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I've told you this story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row. Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calling it.
And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. They're going for it. Here's Watson. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first. On the give, it's Miller. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on first. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he'll have it down to almost the 10-yard line. A 4-yard pickup there, and that makes the decision even tougher now, 4th and short. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. 7-0 is our score. Out comes the field goal team for the Texans. A very short kick here from the right hash. Everly's kick is good. And they come away with some points on that series.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
On first down, it's Wilson. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Here's Wilson to the air. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's brought down after a short gain.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Let's go now.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Tight end going in motion here. Taking the handoff, now Wilson. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Wilson out of the pistol. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. So now, here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks start to fight back with their first points of this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Texans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now an inside handoff to Miller. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. A give right side to Miller. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome in giving them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Trying the right side with Miller. And he's tackled for a short gain. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. From the gun, Watson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And this is down across the 30 before it's stopped. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Texans leading near the break. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's Miller. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. 2nd and 3 now. On the ground, it's Miller. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Miller with it. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 1 big yard, Brock, because that sets him up with 1st and goal. They run. It's Miller. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 down.
And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks are going to take over late in the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. First down throw from Wilson. Finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Wilson with it on first. Has the open man downfield. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. Wilson on first and 10. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
Wilson to throw again. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Chooses to bring this one out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've come to halftime. The Texans in unfriendly confines, but hey, they've got the lead. Now, in the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the third quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Seattle offense who's going to be out there first. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Hits him on the out route. Continuing to move past the 45. The 30. He could do it. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks make it 17-all. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Texans returning their offense, and this running back to the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and long for him here. Throw left side, complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. From the gun, a give to Miller. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Miller. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. He's got the 1st and more inside the 25. And he has this all the way down to the 23. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And he'll go down here at the 16. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Here's Miller. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Let's go now.
Running once more with Miller. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play out.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Seahawks and Taylor Heineke all set to go for their next drive. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Option design here. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Wilson now from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Handoff here for Miller, and he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And this one does not go far. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they make this stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Watson working in the pistol. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Out comes the field goal team for the Texans. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. Not quite far enough, and no good. It's off the crossbar and out. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Well, that fooled me. He had it on line. That wasn't the issue. He just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go, here we go.
They kick the running back in motion. Wilson on 3rd down. Hits his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Setting up the running back screen. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, start.
Rush coming for Wilson. Hauled in by Lockett, right side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Come on. Hey. Go.
Throwing is Wilson. Brought in close to the 8. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks now trail by just a point in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Texans and this running back headed back out for a new series. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock, not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. On the give, it's Miller. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10. A give right side to Miller. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now an inside handoff to Miller. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. He'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have been a 1st down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. Know how valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Okay, ready?
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go. Set.
Back to the well again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Moving in the right direction. 5 yards there, but still got a 3rd and 9 coming up.
Come on, come on.
Looking to throw. Flushed out of the puck. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans jump in front late. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Seahawks offense running out now. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Here he is to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Back to throw. All in left side. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. He'll look to throw it. This one's caught. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Texans make the play that should win them this game.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a gain of 4 there. And it sets up a Houston first. Miller with it. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
On the ground, it's Miller. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He goes to a knee as Tom winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Texans come away with the road win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.